That's fine. Thank you all for making time to join the launch of our new platform. My name is Richard Osei Williams. I'm the IT head of IT for Soft Afrique, and it's my pleasure to run you through the platform that we have for you today. And just so you know, this platform has been around a year in development. So we hope that it suits your needs, and we hope that you are pleased with what we have to offer. So basically, GoQ is a queue management system. It's a queue management system. The phrase that we use is next customer, please. So a poorly managed queue, if a business manages their queue poorly, then that business stands to lose customers, and it makes, if the customers do not leave, then their experience is quite poor. Also, we know recently from COVID that where there's a large crowd, there's a health hazard. So basically, people don't like to queue. That is why we have launched this new platform. Now, also for every business, apart from products, which every business has some products, all businesses deal with customers. So no matter your business, you have customers. Now, every good business has great product offerings, but great businesses are the ones that offer exceptional customer service. So if you want your business to stand out, your main focus should be on customer service and customer experience. So within customer service, waiting time. So how much time people are spending in your halls, how much time people are spending queuing up for your service. According to Paco Underhill in a book titled Why We Buy, he mentions that waiting time is the single most important factor within customer service. That means that what would make or break your business in terms of your service to customers is how much time they are spending in queues, how much time they are spending waiting to access your product and services. Some facts that you'd be interested to know is that after 5 minutes of waiting, customers perceive their wait time twice the actual wait time. So after 5 minutes, every minute that a customer spends in your business, they experience it as if they've spent twice the number of minutes. If they spend 10 minutes, they feel like they've been there for 20 minutes. So 30 minutes, and they feel like they've been there for an hour, which is quite serious. Now, half of customers will purposely avoid a brand in the future if they had to wait longer than 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is what you have to make an impact on a customer. And we all know that some of us avoid some businesses, for example, Ghana Commercial Bank, because you know that their banking halls are always queued up. So it's a very long queue, and unless you have it's really urgent, you have nothing else to do about it, you wouldn't want to um, go to that kind of queue. So half of customers will tend to avoid your brand. They will tend to run away from your business if they spend more than 5 minutes in a queue. Now, another thing is that customers are likely to abandon a queue after 2 or 3 minutes if it's not moving fast enough. So even if they join the queue, if it doesn't move quickly, they would abandon the queue after 2 or 3 minutes. So more facts is that out of your total customer base, only 4 of them would let you know when they are dissatisfied, which means that 96% of your customers will just leave you if your customer service, your queue system is not good. So 96% of them, before you realize you've lost them, only 4% of them would complain, they would raise their voice, and then you know that there's an issue. So it is very important how businesses treat their customer experience, especially queuing. Now, for every 5% increase in customer retention, you increase your business profitability by 75%. So majority of in business, in marketing, in sales, you'd find out that most of the people that buy from you are people who have bought from you previously. It is more difficult to get new customers. It is actually easier to keep a customer. So if you can keep 5% of your customers, your profitability is going to go up by 75%. Now, 48% of consumers have avoided a retailer because of someone's negative experience. So in business, there's something that we call word of mouth. So if you do not have a good name, people do not need to deal with you before they avoid you. The fact that someone has had a bad experience with you is going to deter others from dealing with you just because someone else gave you a bad rating, a bad review. So in business, customer experience, queuing is very important. And that is why we have presented this solution to the market, Go Kiiw, as a queue management system, because we believe that when your customers do not have to queue, they are happy customers. And when they do not have to queue, your halls are spacious. You can focus on your peace of mind. You can work in peace. You can focus on doing other things with the hall. Now, what can you use Go Kiiw for? So we are promoting it as a queue management system, first of all, but you would be surprised to know that it can function as an appointment booking system where people can join a queue as an appointment with you. It can also function as an appointment tracking system whereby those or your customers who have booked an appointment, who have joined the queue, can keep monitoring their place. They can keep get notified by SMS. They would get notified by emails. So they track where they are with you in a queue, where their appointment has gotten to at any point in time easily. Now, we also offer you email and text messaging. So you can use it as an email and text messaging system for your customers and your internal staff. It can also be used as a visit planner. So people or your customers can just go on your website. They can see the number of users in a queue and plan their visit accordingly. So if you have, for example, 3 branches or 4 branches or 5 branches, your customers can easily see how many people are in each of your branches, how many people have joined the queue at each branch, and then plan the best branch for them. Also, one use case is it serves as a library which stores a database of your past appointments. So at any time, businesses can go back to appointments that have been booked and generate reports to make informed, data-driven business decisions. For example, if in the past you know that December was a busy year, then you know that around December you can expect your halls to be full or have a higher capacity. That would allow you to plan better, know how to move stuff around. So why GoKiiw? What features or what does GoKiiw offer? Now, the first thing that we offer is a proactive queue monitoring and management system. A proactive queue monitoring and management system. Now, what that means is that you can easily view how queues are developing in your business. You are on top of customer queues and you are able to manage your queues. For example, you can move a customer from one queue to another queue. You can move a customer from one counter to another counter, one teller to another teller, depending on how the queue is progressing. The second thing is that you can use GoQueue for service monitoring. This would inform you how your tellers are doing in terms of servicing a queue. So if there are 10 people at each of the servers, now server one is able to serve, let's say, all 10 in 5 minutes. Server two is able to serve, let's say, two in that 5 minutes. Then you know that server two is serving at a slower rate. So you are at every point in time monitoring how service is going on. Also, it's used for people and customer counting. So you know at every point in time how many customers are in your queues at all your branches that you set up. Now, what we also offer a fully managed solution. So when I say it's a fully managed solution, I mean that you do not need any expertise to run the platform. It's something that we manage for you fully. It's something that we host, we update, we back up, we take care of all the security so that it's always online for you to just have your peace of mind to work. You don't need to worry yourself about managing the platform at all. It's offered as a software, as a service. So all you need is your subscription. Now it is available anywhere. So irrespective of the device that your customers have, irrespective of the device that you have in your banking hall, irrespective of the platforms that you use, you can integrate GoQueue easily. It can be accessed on mobile phones, it can be accessed on laptops, it can be accessed on desktops, it can be accessed anywhere. You can embed it on your website, you can put it into anywhere at all. You can print your QR code, stick it on your gate or your door, and anyone can just scan the QR code to join your queue. Now, we provide full training. Full training. So when a business decides to subscribe for GoQueue, they have access to full training. We have a help desk, state-of-the-art academy where you would receive full training materials and you can always refer to them. Now, we provide 24-hour support via SoftAfrique. So we have staff all over the world to support you as you use the system. So irrespective of where you are based, irrespective of your time zone, there's always support available. And finally, you can start with a risk-free trial. I would encourage each one of us to at least try it now. Like if you can go to our website, I would show you in a bit. Just you can either sign up or you can join a queue. Just interact with the system. I'll take you in my next session through how the system works, how you set it up, how you can create locations and all that. And I would encourage you to just set up a trial. It's risk-free. You don't need to pay anything. It's free. Just set it up, give it a test, and see if it's something that would suit you. So I'll bring the first part of my presentation to an end, and I would take you through the platform. I don't know if anyone has any questions for me at this point, or if I can quickly move to the next session and run through the platform. We'll give you the questions after. Okay, that's fine. So thank you. So if you go to softafrique.net, that's the mother company, you'd see this nice button here which says Kiiw here. So if you click on this, you can join this Kiiw. I would encourage you to join now so we can just demonstrate the platform. So just go to softafrique.net, click on the button that says Kiiw here. And I have been made aware that we are going to be giving out some stuff, and it would be for those who join the queue. So if you can join now, it would be good, so you don't miss out on whatever is going to be given out. If you join, then you get partaker. Yeah. So join the queue. Just go to softafrique.net, click on the button Kiiw here, and then click on this Nkanishi branch. Add your phone number, your full name, any note at all. It could be what service you require, and then just hit submit. Thank you. So I'm going to wait for 1 minute whilst you do that, and then I would go through the platform. Hope you are finding our way. Remember, we are giving out gifts on this platform. Yeah. Want to get we are giving out gifts, so please don't miss out. Don't miss out. So this is what, let me quickly run you through the website. It's very nice. The interface is very friendly. So just some description about GoQ. You can try for free. So if you go to sign up, just create an account and say start free trial. You don't need to pay anything. You can also book a demo and speak with an agent. So we have briefly just gone through the system and presented a website that is quite brilliant. So you'd find out more about the platform. There's no installation fee. We serve a lot of visitors. Great customer service powered by the data, and I'll show you the data that you have access to. So that is the website is goq.net. Now, when you go to the website and you click login, it would bring you through to here. Now, when you enter your credentials, for the sake of security, we have implemented two-factor authentication. So for security, so that no one can hack your account and abuse your information, we have implemented this for you. So once you pass through security, the first screen you see is the dashboard. So the dashboard contains reports, it contains graphs, it contains like all the statistics and analytics, a glimpse of your stats and analytics. So briefly, when you get the platform or when you sign up, the first thing that you need to do is to go into settings and set up the app. I would not show this because it has some private information. But if you go on here, you'll be able to configure the app with your personal details, your name, your email, and all that. Then, once you are satisfied with your test, you can purchase a subscription just by coming here and then choosing a subscription. Then you can pay with card. Then you can configure more of a theme and how things display. I'll show you that as well. So you can choose the display for your board. So you see this one, display 4. If I go here and I choose display 4, this is how it shows. And now I can see all of you who have joined the queue. So thank you so much for joining. This is the display. Now all the colors, so the background color is what shows here. And the border color. So you see that we have a black and all. You can choose any color and then update. So if I update that, you see the colors change. So you can brand it easily for your specific business. Let me go back to the black and update. So this is easy to brand. It just works with any platform. And so profile information is just whoever is logged in. It will show you your profile. So let me start with dashboard. Now, like I was saying, this would show you analytics. So how many locations you have, how many counters or outlets you have, how many users. So these are your staff. How many tokens. So when we say token, a token is a single, let's say, user. So if you see this one N002, one M004, one M003 is a token. So every token is represented by a number. So when someone joins the queue, they are assigned a token. So actually, 287 tokens means you've serviced or you've received 287 users in a queue. Now you see how many have been completed and how many of them is pending. So you know that for 287 users that joined, your business was able to service 263, 24 of them couldn't be serviced. So this gives you an idea of how service is being delivered. So if you need to make decisions about expanding your team, you know, how many more people do you need? Okay, so this is just your dashboard. Now, at the top right, so this is messaging. So it's for internal messaging. You can use this to communicate with staff. So think of it as your announcements, any circular that needs to go around among your staff. You can use this to do that. So it's just here, messages. You can create a new message, select the recipient, add the subject, and add a message. So when you can add an attachment, when you send this, they get an alert. This is showing 0 now. But if you get a message, it would show 1 or 2 or 3. And they can click on this one to view all messages in their inbox. or messages that they have sent. So the first thing that you need to set up is a location. So most businesses do not operate from only one place. Most businesses may have more than one location. Even if you have one location, it's fine. You can come on here, add location. Now, the thing about this is that when you go to Kiiw here, so you notice that it says North Kaneshie branch, 27 people in Kiiw. Now, that would be because we have only this one active for now. If you have multiple locations with counters assigned, users assigned, then it's going to show all your locations and all the users that are in a queue. So anyone visiting any of your branches can easily visit the system and know that, okay, North Kaneshie has 27 people. Dansoman has, let's say, 80 people. I think I'll go to North Kaneshie. So before they come to you, they already know the condition of queuing, and it helps them to like plan and know what to expect. Okay, so first of all, you need to add a location. Now, adding a location is very simple. It's just a matter of adding the name of the location, a description, and a key for keyboard mode. So now this key for keyboard mode would be a shortcut that is assigned to that location, such that you can just press that key on the keyboard and it will bring up that location. And you can toggle a location to be active or inactive. So maybe you are having renovations or one location has closed permanently or temporarily. You can just make it inactive. And once you save, it would show in here. So if I quickly add a document location, and I say this is D, make it active. It says saved successfully. And if I go here, I have my document location added. So that is how you add locations. And as you add locations, once you properly configure it, it would show up here. So if I go back, now within the location, you have to configure outlets. So how many, let's say, tellers or how many desks are available. Now that is what we call counters. So the number of counters that you have would be added to the system. So on here, you see that we have 6060, the first two numbers, 60. We have 505050, and then we have 40. So by adding a counter, you can give each of your locations a unique code. So I can just add 7001 and say Dakuman counter 1. And then I can select a keyboard, a shortcut, and say E, make this active. So now Dakuman has a counter. Now, when you have counters or when you have outlets, you need users to be at these outlets. Many organizations have different user types. So you might have tellers, you might have cashiers, you might have a customer service user type, you might have, let's say, a reception, a front desk. So Under user type, you configure all of these. So it's your receptionist, your reception user type, your supervisor, manager, or your teller. So these are easy to set up. Just go to new user type, give it a name. Let's say front desk, and make that active. Now, the user who would be in that role, you need to add them. So I'm going to add a user, which would be so now I select the user type and the location. Very important. Set the person to active. You can upload a picture for them so it's easy to know who is serving, and then save. Now, if I go into user list, you would notice that front desk, this user is showing up. That's his email, and that's the location that he's working in. So now, I think that is how you set it up. I'll show you how you create a token. Basically, you can create a token from here. When you all joined, I'm sure you got tokens, because if I look here, I can see that this is one token, this is another token. So that is a token. When you join a Kiiw, you get a token. Apart from joining a Kiiw, we can, or within the banking hall, you can create a manual token or an automatic token. So assuming someone is not computer literate, but they want to join the Kiiw, all you have to do is just take them to a table, log into the system, take their phone number, the location that they've come to, what counter are they going to, which officer are they going to see, and the name of the person. So and if you want them to go to the top of the queue, you make them a VIP. Else, you don't need to make them a VIP. Now, if I add this person, it would automatically create this token ID, and most banks would just print it and then cut it, or just tear it for the user. But this is just for demonstration. So that has been done. You can also create an automatic token by selecting the branch. This would bring up what you have here, and then populating with the phone number, mobile number, and the name, and it would create a token for them. Now, at the end of the day, you can see all active tokens. So all of these are pending users. So for all of you who just joined the Kiiw, this is the list. Now, I think I forgot to show you this, but every list that we have can be exported. For example, if I have my staff information, I can export it as a PDF or an Excel file. So this is really useful for business. You can export user information. You can export location information. You can export your customer or your Kiiw information. So you can just export all of this, print it out, and then you know that, okay, these people, we couldn't serve them yesterday. Today we would push them and then serve them first. You can also generate a token report. So that is filtering by branch. So if I filter by North Kanishi, let's say which counter and which user. I'm not in North Kanishi, so it will not show anything. But let's say Kwame, then we know that in North Kanishi at this counter, there's one person assigned to area or Maridade. So you can go through the report and filter, generate a report. Again, whatever you generate can be exported as a PDF or an Excel file. Then you can generate a performance report. So let's say you are a company owner. You want to know the performance of all your staff. You can easily go to performance report, click on any of them, and you would see how many customers they've served. Where do they come from? So generated by me means that the staff added them in manually. So that will be a manual token. Now, depending on the type of screen you have, you can choose a display. So if you have a very small screen, maybe an iPad or a small tablet, it's advisable to use a single line display so that it's just something small and it would fit onto the screen. So at every point, you know that it's only one line that's being served, and this one is being served. The first person waiting is 1N001, second person, third person, like that. So we have different displays, counter-wise Kiiw. So that shows counters and the Kiiw. So this is the particular counter and the particular token being served. Okay, so we have multiple views depending on the screen, also depending on the setup in the hall. I think I already showed you the internal messaging. We also have the facility of sending text messages or SMS. So, for example, someone wants to leave, but they want information about your website or how they can join the queue. You can easily go in here, add their number, type a message and send to them, and they would get that information. Also, when someone joins a queue and they move from the waiting list to the time where they are being served or when they are next, they get an automatic text message that goes out, which says that next is your turn on GoQ, or this can be configured. So you are next in line or something like that. And so that means that people do not even need to queue in your banking hall. They can stay in their cars. They can just go across the shop. And whenever they get a text message, they can enter the banking hall, see their name on their board, and then go where they are being called. So very important also, you get a QR code. A QR code. Now, this QR code can be saved. So if you click on this, it's going to download it. When you download this QR code, you can put it on your website. You can print it on a piece of paper and stick it on your doors so that people passing by can just take a picture of it, just save it, and at any point in time, get access to your queue. Also very important is that this is available in multiple languages. So we have Arabic, Spanish, French, Portuguese, all available. So there is no limit. If you have a branch outside the country with a different language, this can still serve you. So at this point, um, I'm quite eager to hear what everyone thinks about the solution. What are your thoughts so far? Do you think this is something that is suitable for the market? Do you think this is something well developed? What are your thoughts? I'm really eager to hear what everyone thinks. So I'll pause here. I just want to hear your thoughts, your suggestions. If you have any questions at all, you can ask, and I would do my best to take you through. So thank you so much once more for making time for this presentation.
Oh, great. Richard Williams. Thank you so much for that also.
Thank you so much. Thank
That
you.
was super nice. I like the bit of your presentation that said by maintaining 5% of your own customers gives you an
Yes.
increased productivity of 75%. I mean, who doesn't want exactly that? And so that's a great thing. So
Yes.
to ask for what do we think about this? What questions do we have? So we give you that our text, we have suggestion or a question. Any can do. We take the first one.
Thank you, William, for the great presentation. My question has to do with an institution that offers various services.
Yes.
So, for instance, the bank. So, with a bank, you have somebody depositing cash, somebody depositing the share, somebody using a withdrawal. The queuing system is you are allowed to choose so that it will be like first come first serve, or it will be based on the services that the person is requesting. So are you allowed to choose the type? And if you can do that, is it at any time? So for instance, if I decide to do first come first serve, what's the flexibility within which I can move on to the first come based on the services that the customer requires? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So let me just start by saying that this dashboard that you are saying is the admin. So this is the owner's dashboard. So when I sign up, I'm the owner of the platform. Let's say I'm the business owner. I sign up, I configure all the subscription settings. Now, whenever I create a user, for example, as a teller, as a cashier, as anything, they I, I think when I was creating a user, you realize that there's a password here, right? So when I create users into groups, they can also log in. So for example, let me log out of the owner panel and let me log into the account that I created for myself. And you'd realize that so multiple users would be interacting with this. And at every point in time, okay, I've got my OTP here. Let me just enter that. Okay, so as a server, the 1.7, now I would be working from the active token. So this person is pending. What do? I can just so this one means that I've served them, right? So basically the owner sets users up, they actually serve people. So in 7, it depends on the setup of the company. So if they have, let's say, 5 people, 7, you see all users. in the queue, and you call them to your table, your counter, depending on the service that they are there for. So that is why when users sign up, okay, when they join the queue, you would see that there's a note section here. So you see what they are there for, and you call them to your queue. So at every point in time, whoever joined first is there, but depending on the service, they get called to a counter or a queue, depending on what they are there for specifically. I don't know if that is what you meant, if that answers your question.
Thank you.
Um,
William. The other one was what is the flexibility in which I can change the queue system? Because I think you've addressed the first part, but the second part is what's the flexibility? So if I decide to do, let's say for instance, I have in this scenario I have one teller.
yeah.
So let's say I deploy the system of first come first serve.
Okay.
And let's say I want to change from first come first serve to the type of service you require. What
Okay.
is the
So this system, I would say, offers so much. So you remember when I was creating a token, I would need to go back to the other account I was signed into. But when I was creating a token, I could set a user as a VIP, which means that irrespective of the queue, they go to the very first position. Now, aside that, I don't even need to follow the queue. When users have joined my go queue or my queue, I can serve whoever I want. I see all of them and I just call who I want. So the default, you are given a first come first serve where you see users in. Let me see if I can get 2FA to the other account because there were more users on there than this one. So I'm trying to go back here so I can show you. But basically, once you have users, the system would show the first come first serve, but that does not limit you in any way. You can add in a user as a VIP, they'll go first. Also, your tellers can choose to call someone else, and they would move to the top of the queue and be served. So it's really flexible, I think. In terms of how you can service people, you are not really limited by what you are provided. You can just make them either a VIP. So let me just quickly show you when creating a token. So assuming someone comes into the hall, they want to join a queue, it's really urgent. You can't really do first come, first serve with them. Add them manually, make them a VIP, and they would go to the top of the queue. Or what you can do is view all active tokens. Now, all of these are pending, right? So you can just call them, select the location that you want them to go to, the counter you want them to join, and the officer you want to serve, and transfer them there. And they leave the queue, go to the user. So I don't know if that answers your question.
I believe his question has been really diverse. Thank you so much. So next
Okay.
question.
Like to find out whether you have a payment model attached to the queuing model. I'm asking because if let's say you want to use the service for food, vending, restaurant, and then you are creating the option where I can queue and order online.
Okay.
As a food vendor, I wouldn't want to just receive it for them and prepare people's food. They were hoping that they will now walk in when they are supposed to walk in and come and pay. I would want assurance that if I cook for them and they don't come, I would have had my money. So does it come with the payment system? Then the other one is can I tie the system time
Okay.
that my business also takes time. So if let's say it's a restaurant and I work from 6 p.m. to let's say midnight, somebody plays something at 1 a.m. and we should be able to feedback that we will not be able to deliver the food because we are not. So those are the
I think that is a really useful suggestion. So we have payment, but that is only payment for subscription. But it's something that I think would be useful for let's say businesses that take payment for queuing. So you have to pay to join a queue. Then so the use case that we have now is people join the queue when they get to the branch, then they pay. But I think for prepaid appointments, is something that we would have to look at in maybe future updates. So for now, to answer your question, we have payment, but it's not how you stated it. The payment integration now is for subscriptions. So I'll take that as a suggestion. It's a very good one, and I'll pass it on to our dev team and see if we can incorporate it into our roadmap.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Richard.
Thank
So
you.
any other questions, please? Wonderful presentation, nice solution. And with some solutions, you sometimes go offline and service providers are able to assure customers that this particular service is not going to be stable.
Yeah.
If you take the CRM, for example, you take the stable CRM,
Yeah.
it can't go down. How sure or how can you assure that this particular solution is also
Yeah.
going to be stable and not be going offline when we really need to know? This is 90%, 99%.
Okay, I think that's also a very good question. So if you look at Soft Afrique, you'd realize that so most of these solution providers, they have what we call a shared hosting, and with a shared hosting, you don't really have full control of your offering. But at Soft Afrique, we have a dedicated server and we have a team that manages it. So if you go to softafrique.com, you'd realize that we sell servers, we sell hosting, we sell domain names, and all that. So if you go to our store, so you see all these things we sell, and basically we have full control over our servers. And we have a team in-house, not external. We have a team in-house of web developers. My manager, my CEO himself is a cybersecurity professional. So security-wise, safety-wise, stability-wise, is something that you can be guaranteed that it's we pay attention to it. So normally what happens is that when you have a shared hosting, you don't have much control over it. When the platform is outsourced to external developers, then you have to be chasing developers for fixes, for patches, and all that. But everything that we've built is handled internally by our teams. So we have full control. It's fully managed 24 hours. It's fully managed by us. So we have rapid response teams. I can't guarantee you it's 100%, but I would say it's 99.9%. There might be an unexpected occurrence, but at every point in time, my CEO is in the US, so he's on a different time zone. We have staff in Ghana. Myself, I'm in the UK, so we are distributed worldwide. There's always someone on call to restore a system if something ever goes down.
Richard, thank you. I think we missed out on one question. So the
Okay.
question that came before the last one, he asked, can you tie your business operation time to the account such that anyone that gets onto a queue
Yeah.
to know that you can work within this time to that time? Is it like that?
So no, but I think this one is set to serve when you call them, so they can join the queue, but you serve them only when you are open. So normally, maybe your main website would have your opening times, your availability, but this one, once they join, I don't really think it's like tying it into your working hours. Because when you are in the office, when you are open, that's when the queue would be moving. So, and most customers know the opening hours of the businesses that they deal with. So, in many cases, they'll be coming when you are open anyway, but they can join the queue, and then when you are available, when you are open, you serve them.
All right. I think he's okay with that. Thank
Okay.
you. Any
Okay.
other?
Thank you very much.
I think we can do two more. Two more. Any other questions? Okay, there seems to be no other questions. Can we give us the next now? Or
Yes.
is it, I don't think there's any other questions.
Okay. Thank you very much. If you need any demo, you need to go through the system again. The website is gokiw.net. GoQ. So we've slanged the Q into KIIW, and then just book a demo or sign up, and we would get in touch with you to discuss how the solution would suit your business. Thank you very much.
So there's one more question for you. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think a lot of times trying to explain, no, them reliability.
Yeah.
I mean, me and you know, I mean, this is a new product, and market penetration and sustainability is very key.
Yeah.
So you said all that, support from UK and here and there. So what happens if in case the system goes down beyond expected period? Are you going to compensate users of your product, let's say 2, 3, 1 week extra free? Or, for example, the subscription ends in 5 days and the system was down for 5 days, and after 5 days, they need to renew and pay fresh, or you give them grace period for them to see that, oh, also hold them at hand? That's my question.
Okay, that's also very a very good question. I think 2 years ago, one of the biggest hosting companies in Europe had a fire incident. If you know of OVH, they had a very big fire, and all their customers lost massive data. So I won't deny that there are these incidents that you cannot foresee, you cannot prepare for. Now, these incidents, when they happen, it would need to be discussed as and per when they happen, because uh, some incidents we might need to maybe issue a refund. Some incidents we might need to maybe just give you more time, extend your time. Like I mentioned, we have full control over the platform. So whatever is fair and whatever is sound to do, I'm sure we can come to a conclusion that would be suitable, fair for both our customers, our consumers, and the company. But yeah, if ever you lose your data, so we implement backups daily, and we have so many backups, so many servers where we push our backups to. So it's very unlikely that you lose your data. But in the event that you lose data, which is caused by us, we will do whatever is in our power to restore your data. If we need to issue a refund, we are happy to do that. If we need to give you extended periods to use the system because you missed out, we are happy to do that as well.
All right.
Okay. Does that answer the question?
Yes, it does. But we have
Okay.
one more question.
That's fine.
Okay, so I have a question about is there a way to migrate this tool into an app where you can see that to just access and help your customer experience?
Yes. So this platform has been built on Laravel, and Laravel works with an app development platform called Flutter. So you can easily just build a Flutter app that's based on the database that we have. And very soon we would be launching an app to go with this. So if you have a subscription with us, you can just give your users access to the app and they can engage with you. We also offer mobile app building services. So we don't only build websites. Let me do marketing. We build mobile apps, we build websites, we do search engine optimization. I think the next phase is to launch a mobile app to go with Kiiw. So if you want to build an app by yourself, I'm sure you can do it. We can give you limited access to our database, so we can export the table that relates to your customers. If you want to build an app by yourself, we can look at the options available, but it's something that we have on board to bring out next, a mobile app such that you can log in, enter your business login, and your users can interact with you. Your queues can be serviced on mobile app.
Great, at no extra cost.
At a very reasonable cost.
Okay, Richie, it looks like we do not want you to go. Another question for you.
Oh, good. That's fine. So,
Hello?
all those who ask questions, I hope you are coming to buy subscriptions.
Hello, Mr. Richard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to know the level of its reliability aesthetically.
Can you repeat that? The level of reliability?
Effectiveness of it. How effective it
Okay. Okay. So I think reliability to a large extent, I would say, depends on the team behind every solution. So you can have, I know businesses that offer very bad solutions, but because of the team behind it or because of how they present things, they have a lot of customers flocking to the solution. Now, at Soft Afrique, we have a very diverse team. So my CEO, like I mentioned before, is a cybersecurity professional. Myself, I've been in web development for 12 years. I'm currently doing cybersecurity. So you can see Shafiu Abubakar on the call. He's part of the team. He's also a cybersecurity analyst. So we have a multi-talented team. We have a very big team. So I think the team behind the solution is very solid. So if it comes down to, let's say, reliability, I'll say you can trust the team to deliver a very stable experience. The kind of service that we have mean that you do not. So this is a software as a service, which means that if the server is not strong, it wouldn't even run. So we have the infrastructure, we have the team, we have the skill to match what we are bringing out. So in terms of reliability, that is all I have to say. Trust the team. We are very reliable. The architecture, the solution behind what we are offering is very strong and it's going to last.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
I guess we do not have any other. Okay,
I
another.
think someone asked the question in the
We are
chat.
not going today.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Please write all the names of those asking questions and let's sell them the the package. Let's sell them a subscription.
Don't worry, we'll do that.
So Egbeta, I think you're asking how much it costs. So if I share my screen briefly, I don't think we've settled on cost yet, but if I show you the subscription, this is just projected. This is not what it's going to cost, I don't think, but these are projections that we have for now. So it's going to be around this figure, but if you can contact the company, I'm sure we can agree a reasonable package for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Time for the minute. Please, you're in charge, you're in charge. So we are ready for the gift this minute. I know it's still cooking. For those who join in, they're ready.
Okay. Think if there's no question, I would just hand over for now. Thank you all.
All right, thank you so much, Ricky. It's been great having you here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so currently we have to check our code. Whose token is 1N002 and 1N00? So the last line, 1N001. Please check up your codes and let's know if it's you. 1N001 and 1M, M for Michael 002. See who are these lucky? Hey, Papa Lord, you are coming for your birthday, right? Yeah, so come up, come take your birthday. Which number is it on? So this who is 1M002. Please let's check out who. So Lord is taking his birthday already. So lovely, so lovely. Wow. So 1M002. It was a controversial one called though. Okay, I think 1M002 is missing. So I learned that person is not in Ghana.
002, I'm here. I'm not missing.
You'll be sorted, don't worry. Can we get the next set? This is a global product. So okay, so that's the number 003, 1N003. It's you. Yeah, please come on. It's you. Yeah. 28 pounds. Great. Next. You got it great. I okay to be nice. We are waiting. Okay, so I have 1,004. What? You get the name for it. The caramel here. Okay, so I let's just work out. So let's keep it. If she comes, you come up. Yeah. I think some of us are not technically people. So please do just one minute, it's okay, one person, nobody. Deborah, no, okay, I can't. Is she here? What's this here? Hey, you people want to see so. Okay, let's go next. Almost in my give us the thing. Hey, I bet some guys, if I know something. Hey, you people. I call her all right, please come up with your name. Okay, how many roll on? How many to the end left? More. Please, then let's go quick. Next. Yes, please. It's you. Oh, this one, I wish I would take it from you. Give it to another person anyway. Baby dog. Let's come. Move up. Don't wait to the left. Well, sorry. Hello. Hello. Yeah. You will complication. Next. Wait. Yo, I'm being asked, is the other counter not working? Alright. Sorry about that. Thank you. Next. So Cyril. Alright, so Cyril, go pick it up. Alright, next. Do we still have more to go? Wow, and a lot of us are going to take this. Nana Kofi, I think the other name. All right. Nana Kofi, can you tell? Right. All right. Nana Kofi, Sipoda for effective name there. Next. Counter. Counter one of that's the next story.
I refreshed it because of the alert. But what did I do? Because this is coming from the same person, the same number, and I lost promotion and I was why should it be done another person?
So let's move to the next. Okay, so check it. Yeah. Right, there might be no bit here. Don't worry, we'll be going good. Wrapping up. Here. So Henry Roy, please come up for your Q&A. Henry, yeah? So Joy, for man, are you here? Okay. Okay, so the next one. We want all those who are partakers in here to get their name. Is done?
Hello, Joyce is here.
Joyce is there. Joyce, we'll fly your guest.
Yes,
We'll fly
but
your
I'm
guest.
not around. I'm at home now.
We'll bring your guest to you, don't worry, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much.
Welcome, Jane. So Savior, are you here? All right. Very close to the heaven gate. Kiiw with a Q, yeah. Right here. Kiiw. Okay, Kiiw is not here. Phone number is 0344 7684 63. Did you get that? 0244 74 7684 63. The name Gideon still like you. Gideon. Is Gideon here? Okay, let's move. We'll be wrapping up shortly, so don't be worried. I only get good. Let's give our target. Let's see what I tell her the itinerary and we go. It's Yvonne here. Yvonne, please come. Happy Thanksgiving. Do we have Adwa here? Adwa David Boate. Adwa. So how many of us joined the platform and have not had a coaching mentorship? How many of us? Many?
I haven't had my.
What's your coaching number? And okay, come in the next thing. So I think it looks like only the M people are being mentioned, right? M. So the M are being left out. Richard Norte. British. No, cannot. Thank you. Roy. Osmond Kumi. Yes, please call her up for me. Claire Mouthful.
I can see my name already.
Thank you.
I don't mind the second one.
Deborah. Is Deborah here? You haven't received, right? So keep up. Keep up the way before you come. So we are done with 1,000. You're the next. We done pretty shortly. Linda, ma'am. Auntie Belinda, yes, please come. Go. Yes, let her come first. Auntie Belinda, please come and pick up your goods. All right. Joy, go to Ajman. See, when you find yourself in a tech-savvy environment, you have to follow the. I'm actually telling my people an encounter that if you don't find anything, I don't care, but they just not to listen, must follow the system. Yeah. What the next day is? Mr. William, it's way to. All right. William, are you here? So, great. Look like now my people are getting that. The end colors. Thank All right, so we are the coachings are done. So that's great. I believe okay, so there's one person who was in her seat when her name was mentioned. I think other than they are going to take short messages well wishes from a special guest for the night. So let's start with. All right, let's start with.
Okay, thank you.
pertain to the meantime, this is an introduction. So, and I guess you give us the name, and then please help us knowledge. I start. And give us your name and add other details, what you do, where you work.
Hello, my name is Kiiw. Gentlemen, my name is Antonio. I get the information and a small business owner.
Caused by very well wasted from Africa.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm truly honored to be here, Kwame, and this is really great stuff. So asked, as you listen to the chat and everything that was going on, the thing that was going through my head was, my work experience is going through, trying to get, people coming to the decision. And like what was going through my head was, usually, you call the conversation. So somebody will pick up the call, patch off, and can you hold it? And then sometimes you take like 10, 20, and you keep waiting without knowing when. So I think this thing that you've been able to is great. It would actually alter the way that we approach it. So all I want to say is great job, and we are not only sharing on, but part of it. We're gonna show and I just want to say that. Thank you. Thank you. So, from that side, it's a very good product, Kwame, and I congratulate you and your team for this effort. I always feel proud to see a Ghanaian come up with something like this, It tells you that, good brains are not just overseas and have them here too. But what is very important is that we must always support what we do with honesty, because that is what will go very far what we plan to do. Okay, should I continue? Right, so honesty is key in everything. I've tried it and tested it. It helped me. So, KOD, I will tell you, this is a good thing, but back it up with honesty and reliability. Trust me, the sky will be the limit. And those of you who have met here, I know many of your mates are here. I don't know the rest. I know many of your mates are big boys and big girls. Big boys play big games in decision making. So those of you who are in organizations that can influence decision making, patronize this product, do not hesitate. And from what I know from Kwame from school, I saw intelligence in him, but I didn't think of this level. This is way transfer intelligence, more than what I even know. And I think we should support such an effort. I'll be very happy to see this thing succeed, and then we all form part of it. Thank you very much. I think this is great. This is going to change how we do things here. I mean, just look at what happened with this Ghana card, it was not backed by law. I'm sure people would have just said the key. So this is going to change how we do it. And on the presentation, this is going to change how we even use the customer, what we can derive from customer fees, depending on the best thing we all do. So I think that kudos to you and your team. And like the other speakers said, we need to patronize it. We also need to spread the word. So I am an ambassador. I'm going to spread the word. Thank you.
So much for
those great words. And so, also soon, our program is coming to a close. We'll take our vote of thanks. So, Mr. William, would you, yes, please do us the honor.
Thank you. On behalf of
Kwame Murray, I'm so proud of you for launching this software. As we went through the presentation today, I could see all the benefits that we can get out of this software, especially considering what we have now when it comes to customer service. Most of the times when you call your customer service representative, they just put you on the phone, on the hold for a while, and then sometimes you are not even sure when you are going to be the next person to talk to someone on the other side of the line. But with this new tool, it gives us the flexibility. Not only is the customer able to know what their wait time is, it opens a very clear line of communication that's going to help both the customer and also the businesses. So I must say I'm truly proud of you, and I know this could alter how we approach customer service businesses. And I just wish you all the best of luck. We'll be cheering on, and we'll be also taking part of this and incorporating our own work that we do. Thank you so much, and I wish you all. Thank you.
I think this was a wonderful event. I didn't expect this level of patronage, but because it's a good product, many people showed up. And it's something that I'm really going to do my best to influence it, especially those in big organizations that have decision-making powers, to patronize this digital electronic queuing system to save Ghanaians a lot of time that they waste in line trying to patronize a product or services, especially with the banks. Even MTN can benefit from this. So I told all my friends, put your shoulders together. Let's help this company to move forward with this digital queuing system. Thank you.
All right, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for making it to our Kiiw product launch. It's been like a year since we've been trying to actually bring this product to the market. We took our time to actually make sure that we're coming up with a solution that will help a problem that we've identified. A year has come by, we've been able to actually go through this product, and we believe this is something that will help solve a lot of problems that we see in our country and also even outside our country, Ghana. We are very delighted to actually have all these people turn up to come support us. At this point in time, we're just hoping that people will actually buy into our product, and then they will be able to use it to solve problems that they encounter. I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you for all the team effort and everything that was put in place to actually make this a success. I don't have much words to say. All I can say is thank you, and thank you again.